Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about the transfer window, specifically the Barcelona transfers, those that were completed and the incompleted transfers. And I'm going to share my thoughts on the transfers that were not necessary, especially with their financial issues. Let's get into the video. So we saw Barcelona buying Juan Garcia, the Espanyol goalkeeper, for about 25 million. And that's a great signing, I won't lie. But personally, I don't think that what Barcelona needs. Barcelona have a big squad, especially with La Masia players that are turning up. They have Inaki Pena, and despite the fact that he's a backup keeper, he's a very good backup keeper because of the way Hansi Flick is playing. The high line, that's how Inaki Pena is most effective, coming out to help the defense most of the times. And he was struggling with Chesney, to get defense, but it was not as if he had bad days. He was good, but Chesney was better. They still have Chesney, another good keeper, which they plan to keep. That's two great goalkeepers, and they still have Ter Stegen. You have three great keepers. Why will you waste 25 million? And okay, let me not call it wasting, but why will you throw in 25 million for a goalkeeper which is not needed in that position? You're just bringing issues to the goalkeeper spot. You might call it competition, but three players alone in one spot is competition. And we all know that Barcelona, they all say they have budget and crisis in signing players. That's not what I think, because personally they sign more players than Madrid self sometimes. But let's just accept the fact they have those crises. But yes, they are signing players that are not needed. And I think there's one blessing that came to them. The signing of Nico Williams. Nico Williams is a great player. I'm a Madrid fan. If I sign Nico Williams, it's a win for me. If they sign Nico Williams, it's a win for them. I have more worries to think about. But personally, signing Nico Williams to play where? People will keep telling me he's supposed to play the left wing. That's where Rafinha plays. And you tell me Rafinha runs into the middle. So does that mean he'll play AMF? That's the difference you guys don't see in perspective. Rafinha running from the wing into the middle. Whoever is playing the left back cannot follow Rafinha into the middle to complicate things with the centre backs. So when he runs and leaves the left winger and Barry overlap, the left winger won't follow him into the middle of the box. So he's a free man inside the box. But playing in an AMF role is different. You have a man marking you, mostly the defensive midfielder, who is allowed to also track back into the defense. So the free role is different. How do you even want to say you want to change a player's position with someone that gave you the highest goal contribution of your team? Possibly the Ballon d'Or winner. Because for me, Rafinha is over Yamal in Ballon d'Or rankings. I don't care what you think. Okay, let me not say I don't care what you think, but that's what I think. Personally. Yamal has a great season, but I still think Rafinha is above him. Even still above Dembele. Because the thing he contributes is just fantastic. So I don't think it's possible for you to just move your base player in a base position right now. Even though it has not stopped working. So you cannot tell me you just want to move in because you want to sign somebody 60 million that is not needed right now. If you're a Real Madrid, okay, if it's Real Madrid, you understand they have the money, the want to just trade the team with big players. But you're Barcelona, you're not even playing in your stadium for a full season. You don't have the money to do this. Why are you doing this? They just had luck. So moving Rafinha to the middle of the attacking midfield role, you have two great players that are flourishing in that role. There's so much competition in that place already. I'll talk about Omo. Omo has given numbers, but we have seen Femi Lopez. Femi Lopez is oh my god, he gives me Bellingham vibes that first season. His small chances that he has, he puts in the effort, he gives you goals, assists, everything. Omo is also a great player. So, moving Rafinha there, you're basically going to sacrifice one of those players. You still have Gavi. So personally, I think that it was a blessing in disguise for Barcelona. You Barcelona fan might not think that, but personally, that's just what I think. Okay, maybe the club also does these kinds of signings for the PR. Maybe the Nico Williams, Yamal stuff, but I personally don't think they should have signed Nico Williams. And let me clear the air on something. Many Barca fans right now are blaming Nico Williams. Some people are saying he used Barca. Some people are saying he's a threat. He's a bad player. But you guys don't understand players. There are some players that are loyal to Barcelona, but there are some players who care about themselves first. And if I'm a player, I'll think about myself first. Because Nico Williams agreed everything with Barcelona. The thing that did not make the deal go through, he told Barcelona, if you're not able to register me, give me a release clause that a team can sign me, or you will let me go out of the team for free. Do you know what that means? If Barcelona did not accept that terms, that means they knew that there's a possibility that they will not register Nico Williams. Do you know what that means? Like, a player is a possibility. Nico Williams, of his the kind of caliber of player he is right now, will not be registered. That means you sit out 6 months. After sitting out 6 months, you know how your career can change because you're not playing football for a particular 6 months. He might not give him the same level of football he gives. Coming back to a Barcelona team, if you just go one bad season, 60 million sign, and you don't perform, already critics coming. It can affect your mindset. Can change the player. So the player was obviously thinking about himself first, and I don't blame him for that. I also don't blame Barcelona for trying to do what they cannot do. They also accepted it. He went down, but Alexi Biwa at the other side, we just waiting at the corner with a good proposal. And it's not because Alexi Bilbao extended his contract till is it 2030 something. Does not mean no big club will sign Nico Williams. So extend your contract does not mean they cannot sell you. To put a 100 million release clause does not mean they cannot sell you for 50 million. Also, Alexi Bilbao realized that the price for Nico Williams, the release clause they set for him was a bit low. Because considering how the markets are, buying players for players like Elanga, players like Madueke, players like even Bayern Gittel for almost 60 million plus. Don't get me wrong, those players are good players, but they are not up to the level of Nico Williams. And you cannot just come and pay something million and carry those players. You get what I'm trying to say now? So basically, they also saw that chance of increasing the release clause. Clubs are still going to come for the player. Bayern Munich don't have a left winger, a good left winger. Man City don't have a good left winger. Arsenal don't have a good left winger. And even clubs like Man U are still having problems with the left wing. And it does not mean because they put it release clause on 100 million, that does not mean a team cannot come and negotiate. You can still come and negotiate for the player and they'll sell him for less. So let's not get the whole story twisted. The boy was just looking out for himself, and that's why I believe that he's not going to have issues with his paying teammates like in Barcelona. Because basically he not break their hearts. He gave them the contract went down. And okay, some Barca fans are going to come and tell me that Nico Williams was supposed to be a possible backup. Nico Williams cannot be a backup in Barcelona. The point in his career that he is in now, he cannot be a backup in Barcelona. He's supposed to be a starter in different big teams. He cannot just come and sit on the bench for Rafinha too. I don't know if you guys watch the boy, but right now if the boy goes into a big team, he's going to be a very, very big player. So backup players are players like Baggio, that player that Barcelona signed for the right wing. Even Brahim Diaz. Those are backup players, and we all know that you cannot bring a starter. It will change the dynamic of the team. We saw Mbappe coming into Madrid. It does not mean that Madrid is because of Mbappe that Madrid is failing. But to come and fix the dynamic of the team, let it fit him inside now and make the team the way it was, it's going to be very hard. That's just the point I'm trying. That's just the point. And people that understand football are going to understand what I'm trying to say. So Nico Williams, I'm not going to Barcelona. It's good. They won the league. They won 2 extra trophies. Went far in the Champions League. So I believe Barcelona have a little bit of move on to sign the player. The position I personally think they should improve into is the number 9 position. The number 9 position, they have Lewandowski. Lewandowski is old, but he's putting on enough numbers for me. It's very, very numbers. But as an old player, you can't rely on them. They can just start having injury issues, and they are old. The speed and everything. But I'm not saying you should just throw Lewandowski away. That's the only player they needed, a number 9, extra number 9. Because the way Barcelona sets up his team, you can see that they have so many depths, especially from their La Masia. one fourth without is it fourth? I can't pronounce his name really well. You have Garcia. They have so much depth because of La Masia. So I don't even think they should be spending much after a very good season. Like all you need to do is just sign on backup players, backup players. Backup players are supposed to be around 15, 20 million highest. That's how you sign players after having a great season. Like you don't need to jump into the market because you're seeing other teams splashing enough money into the market. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe. Let's see each other in the next video.